welcome back to my channel. I have a lot of apologizing to do at the beginning of this video. One, because my voice sounds terrible. I am very sick right now, so I do apologize for that. I also am going to apologize right now for the fact that I have not done a voiceover in I don't know how long. I honestly can't remember. I want to say like 4 or 5 years, but that's probably wrong. It's probably longer. But yeah, sorry. Alright, so welcome back to my channel. I have been not on a break. I kind of stopped. I didn't say I was going on a break or anything. I just stopped making videos, stopped posting onto my Tumblr, all of that, just life. I have a daughter now. She's 1 and a brat, but I love her. Work full-time, student full-time, so I kind of don't really have time for The Sims, and to be honest, it became a to-do to make videos because I was doing everything on my MacBook Pro. I do love my MacBook, but it's not for gaming. I think we all know that by now. Macs and Sims don't mix well, especially for the amount of custom content that I like to have in my game. And then using QuickTime to record, it's like Mac's system to record your screen. It just was a big to-do. I lost love for the game because of it, because it just felt like I wasn't even doing it like, oh my god, YouTube, money, all of this stuff. It became annoying, like, just to make a video. So I was playing and not recording, not posting anything. But I miss it. I miss recording, miss making videos. So I invested my own money into a brand new computer. If you guys would like, I can give you the specs on it in a different video, or list it down below on this video or the next one. If you're interested, comment down below. But I did, sorry, I'm saying like 5 million times. I did invest in a new computer and I love it. It runs the game beautifully. No lagging, nothing. So I've fallen back in love with the game and making builds and such. So I'm currently working, well, this video is already done, this project. I'm working on another one right after this. I'm gonna try to do 1 video a week and hopefully increase from there. But enough rambling. I'm calling it the magazine editor Midtown apartment, so like Midtown, New York. I'm absolutely in love with New York. My dad's whole side of his family lives in New York. I'm in Massachusetts. Unfortunately, I can't be in New York, but I will live vicariously through my Sims and my family members. But this is a magazine editor's Midtown, New York apartment. There's a bedroom for her and a bedroom for like a teenage girl, and then a young adult. It could be a girl or a guy. I feel like that room can easily become like, could fit either gender, and you'll see them once we get there. I was at first picturing like the magazine editor to be a single mom, but then I was like, no, I don't want it to be like that kind of story or kind of stereotypical. So in my head, she's like extremely independent, hard-headed, stubborn, can't be told what to do. So her and her husband or her children's father are kind of like on and off, and so she has her own apartment. The kids have rooms here and probably at their father's house or apartment, wherever he lives. I'm assuming he's a really wealthy man because she's a really wealthy woman. And they're just very affluent citizens of New York. And this is her place. I absolutely love this dining room area with the yellow. I've always wanted to like use those accent chairs that I have. I have a lot of stuff with that like mustardy yellow color. I have been wanting to do a build with like just yellow accents, and I felt that this was the perfect place because she is like, I'm assuming or imagining in my head that she's like a high-end magazine, maybe like Cosmopolitan or something like that, Vogue, something of the sort. She is a magazine editor for that, so she sees a lot of color, a lot of different magazine spreads, and I don't know, I feel like it's very fitting Here we're doing the living room. You're gonna see me like try to pick a couch for 5 years. This is okay, it's 1 second off of being a 23-minute video. I don't know if that's too long. I tried to cut it down as much as I could without leaving anything out. Oh look, I have something else to apologize for. The last room I make or design or whatever is the magazine editor's bedroom, like her own bedroom. So I have no idea where that footage is. I moved recently and made this and recorded it at my old apartment, and then moved all my computer stuff, my G drive, which is a 2 terabyte hard drive I have, that is usually for Macs, but you can work it out to use it for both. I don't remember off the top of my head exactly how. I kind of just looked it up how to make it so that it works for both systems. It is typically for Macs. But yeah, I had a big to-do with moving all of my files over, and then when I moved and everything, and I don't know, everything was where I left it, and I don't know where the files for that bedroom and the bathroom that go with it are, the master bedroom and bathroom. I'm trying to think if like I accidentally didn't record it, because there were a lot of pauses in this video. Like I said, I'm really busy, so I can't really record or build something all in one like big swoop. But I don't know, I feel like I either forgot to record or I don't know what happened. I just can't find them. But I did put screenshots at the end for you, and I'm very sad about it because it is my favorite part of the whole build is her room. I love it. I just love it. It looks really real, like the pictures. I don't edit my pictures too hard, and it just looks so real, that bedroom. I love it. I wish it was my bedroom. But God knows how much this would actually cost in Midtown, New York. Anyways, the living room, I don't know. For me, I don't have like plans in my head. I honestly went into this without a plan. I struggled at the beginning, like what the heck is my layout gonna be here? Like what's my plan? So I didn't really know what I was doing. I kind of just went with the flow. Like I said, I haven't made videos or built stuff for videos for YouTube in a long time. And I feel like my head just subconsciously like freaks out a little bit or gets a little nervous because I'm like, I'm recording. Oh my God, I'm recording. But yeah, so I just kind of went with it. Like I said, in my head, I'm imagining magazine editor, chic, but not like super black and white, symmetrical, grays only. Like I wanted some color. I did want it to look semi-lived in, but in my head, I'm imagining she's pretty wealthy, affluent. She has someone clean up her home, so it is pretty tidy. I do want to get into more non-CC, like no custom content builds. Trying to explore like just the game content that we have more. I've been watching a lot of Simlicy, Simlicy. I love her channel. I think I've binge watched so many of her videos, and she does like an amazing job of cluttering up spaces and non-CC builds. I just love it, and it's like inspired me. I really want to start making them more. So I went in. I have over like 4,000 or 5,000 custom content objects inside of my CC file, and they were not organized. They were just all in there. So one night I went through and I organized everything. Over 5,000 custom content files are a lot to organize, but I did organize it so that everything that's kind of built by custom content is in one folder that I can just take out, because it's really hard to do a non-custom content build when like you're scrolling through looking for items and it's just mostly custom content in your way. You can't see what's like just from the game and the packs that came from the game. So I did that. So my next build right after this one, the other project I said I was working on, is going to be no custom content. I love it. It's gonna be 2 fashion students. I'm assuming they go to school somewhere in the city. It is a city build, but it is 2 fashion students who have an apartment together, and it has no custom content. Very proud of myself because I'm very heavy on the custom content. I love it. I love it in my builds. I love it on my Sims. I absolutely love dressing them up. I don't think I will ever take custom content out of like CAS, of Create a Sim, but it's a bit like tiring, overbearing sometimes in my builds because I spend hours making builds. Like this definitely took much longer than the one that's coming out after this with the 2 fashion students, just because there's so much. That's my own fault for having so much custom content, and I swear to God, I promise I have tried to go through and clear out as much as I can. I use, what's the program? Is it Tray Importer for Sims 4? I think it is. I don't think that it's Sim Studio. I think it's the Tray Importer. I've tried to go that method where you put everything on a lot that you don't want, and then you get rid of it with the Tray Importer by saving that file. But when I do that, things I didn't put on there disappear. So I don't know what to do, guys. I had to go back and like try to find a bunch of stuff that I lost. For example, right there in the living room, the end tables and that center table, they disappeared when I did that, and I didn't put those on that lot. I had put other tables, sure, and end tables, but it wasn't either of those, and they disappeared, so I had to go and download them again. I'm pretty sure they're Peacemaker, ice_IC, or just Peacemaker IC. That's probably my favorite like content creator. Just so he or she, I'm not sure, is so good at making them. Like they're probably a lot of my build buy mode stuff is them. So you probably won't be able to tell because you just won't be able to tell because I edited it. But right after I said the thing about Peacemaker, I had to stop the recording and go turn off the soup I was making. I was like, oh, wait a second. And then when I came back, so I have Windows 10. I'm not sure if it's just my computer, which I really hope it isn't, or if it's Windows 10, like a Windows 10 bug. But sometimes, like really, really rarely, but I have had it happen a couple times before, everything on the screen just won't show. Like the bottom bar, it shows and you see everything that's there. And if you hover over the icon too, like it'll show you what's supposed to be there, and it's as if it is there but invisible. Luckily you can, it's like it's there, so I just pressed Control Save and restarted the computer, so everything's saved. I was crossing my fingers. If anyone knows what it is, please comment down below. I'll probably search it up myself, but just if you know, please help me out, because I have had it happen a couple times, but it's not so often that's why I haven't looked for like an answer to my problem, guys, an answer to my problem, because it happens so rarely that like I'll forget about it. But back to what I was saying, Peacemaker. I have a lot of their custom content. I honestly, this is, like I said, a 23-minute video. I honestly didn't think I would even get past like 2 minutes of a voiceover. I was nervous, obviously, at the beginning. I was like, oh my goodness, I haven't done one of these in forever. Watching the video now, I'm also sorry, like, for when I do this little thing right here. I'm just looking at if like the pillows are floating too high from where I put them, because obviously sometimes that little trick doesn't really work too well when you lift something off of the floor. I do end up deleting that like swing looking chair. It's not even a chair, it's like an end table. I do end up deleting it afterwards. I'm looking at it now and it looks nice, but at the same time, I don't know, I didn't like it. I think it's when I like went in to like the eye view, or like for like as if you're actually standing in the room, I don't know, I didn't like it. It doesn't look too bad. Now that I look at it, maybe, I don't know. I end up just putting like a bench there. I like the bench too. This little comforter for the single beds is probably my favorite custom content item for beds, like bedding. I honestly wish I could find it for the double bed. It's supposed to be Chanel, and if you zoom in, you look closer, it does like that little tag. If you see the little black like lettering on the side of it, it says Chanel, and it's so cute. It's so realistic and detailed. I love it. So this would be the magazine editor's daughter's room, the teenage one, I'm assuming. In my head, she's like a Blair Waldorf-ish type of person, if that makes sense. I absolutely love Gossip Girl. I think I've watched it 7 times now, and I did start rewatching it again. I don't know if you guys have seen the new series You on Netflix. It does have Dan from Gossip Girl in it, but he's, I mean, not that he's out of character, because honestly, I don't want to spoil anything if you haven't seen Gossip Girl. Never mind, You is a good series, watch it. And I think you'll understand if once you finish Gossip Girl, if you haven't, why I'm saying he's kind of not out of character in this show. But I don't want to spoil it for anyone. Gossip Girl is probably my favorite show ever. I absolutely love Gilmore Girls too, but I had trouble rewatching it even the second time I watched it. I don't know. I like skip to the parts I like more of Gilmore Girls, like when she's at Yale. But yeah, watch You on Netflix. So here I made like I can't English today, guys. One of those bathrooms that like 2 bedrooms are connected to. So it would be the 2 daughters. I'm saying it's 2 daughters in my head. It could obviously be a daughter and a son. But I was just thinking like she has like a teenage daughter and a young adult daughter, or one that's in high school and one that's in college, is what I'm assuming. So this is the girls' shared bathroom, which I absolutely love. This is the style of it's 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms. But this is like the style of both of the bathrooms. They're kind of long. Yeah, they're like that. They're long. The other bathroom is still my favorite, just because it fell in the corner of the apartment, so it has like an amazing view. But I love these style of bathrooms that they're not small. They're kind of just narrow and long, but still spacious. I don't know. I like them. And then here, I don't know if I realized while I'm recording or if it was afterwards. I hope it's while I was recording so you can see. But I realized that shower, the way you get in is through the side where the toilet is. So I had to end up moving it, and I do get rid of that bench there because it wouldn't work. When I tested it out, my sim couldn't get in the shower. Right now I have the current sim I'm playing with living in this apartment. She doesn't have children. She's just one singular person. In my head, I've been saying that this is not, like, while I play with her, that this is not a magazine editor's apartment, or that she is a magazine editor, but that she doesn't have kids. The pink room, is her niece's room, I'm gonna say, because her niece stays over all the time. And then this room would be a guest room. I don't know if you could tell also while it's recording or like playing, I did cut out a part of making this room, like this corner. You're gonna see where I put the couch, because I put a painting or a picture over it that I myself made, but it is of a sim, and she's like nude. She's like undies on. It's very like Tumblr aesthetic, but she does have custom content skin on, so like she has boobies and it shows, and I would have had to blur it out, so I did end up taking that down afterwards, and I'll probably put it in something else where I don't have to blur it out. I don't know. But there's parts of this that I had to clip out just so I didn't show it, just so it wasn't like a big to-do, because it doesn't end up in the final one anyways. But I will put those paintings up sometime in the future up for download. I made several pictures of them. So I do, if you go on my Tumblr, it's CCCORNER, or no, CCCORNER, 3 C's, ORNER. I can't think today, guys, I'm sick. So right here, I cut, like, decorating that corner because that picture frame was up. Oh, 1 second, I need water. Oh, I'm sick, and my throat keeps getting dry. But I did cut it because of that picture. But I will showcase them at some point in the future and put them up. If you've seen my Tumblr, I love taking pictures of my Sims, like very high definition, really like looking like they're models or in a magazine spread, stuff like that. I love doing that with my Sims too. It's another side of the Sims I love working with. So I did make several custom content, like picture frames of my Sims that I've taken pictures of, and I love them, honestly. You'll see one on the floor here that I did leave, and it's of my Sim self, that she's like, I think it was in San Myshuno, but where is it? It's not, it's like the little district above the fashion district. Kind of where like there's a park and a train station. That little purple one too is one of them. And if you saw, like, for momentarily right there, it's a picture of 4 Sims and the black background. I did that too. But that's enough rambling for me. Here are the screenshots. This is my favorite part in the whole thing. Bye, guys.